In this video, we're going to show you how to use the Physio Tools online database to help you design exercise programs. You should have gotten an email from the system with your username and password, and mine's already in there. I'm going to hit login. I'll pick Site St. Ambrose, and yours might look slightly different because I'm an administrator and you will not be, but this is how you come in using this. So the first thing I just want to show you is how to set up your library. You will want to go and click the library tab right there, and you'll see this is my library. It's set to my library right now, but the first thing you want to do is go to main library, and when you go into the main library, what you want to do is check all these here to make sure these are actually in your own personal library when you search for things. So you'll have these won't be checked at all here. This will be all unchecked. What you want to do is go through and check all these, and you see they jump up into my library. You might say, well, I don't think I'll use exercises for legs in the cast, but it's good just to have it in your library so when you do a search, it's there. Okay, then you go to my library and that's set up. So now you have all these exercises in your library. Let's say you have a patient. Probably the easiest thing to do is go into client and to set up a new patient. So you can see a couple different ways you can do this. You can type, let's set up a new one though first. Hit new, go into here, and you're going to type the patient's name in, and this is all secure on another network outside the university, so you can put patient identified information into this database and it'll be fine. So we'll put Andy and we'll put Smith in. He doesn't really have a title. You can enable this PT Momentum. That's a new app. I don't know much about it right now, but if you wanted to, you do this. If you have an email, it's really good to put that in here. So I'm just going to put an email address, kind of my email address in here just as the filler right now, but you'll see that way. If I want to put a note in here, seen in the IP Health Clinic, if I want to do something like that, and just hit save. So now this patient is in the system. At this point now I can go back to the library and I can build exercises for Andy. And let's say I want to do, maybe he has an ankle fracture, so I want to do ankle, range of ankle. Let's just put ankle in and see what comes up. And you see a whole range of exercises coming up, and you see 1 of 12, so I could go through all these if I wanted to and try to find it if I wanted to do that. Or I could look for exercises within each of these little modules. So like if I wanted to look in here, I could see it's specific just to that one or to that one. You see this is a TheraBand one. This is a foam roller one if I really want to use a foam roller. Exercises for leg and a cast, or a gym stick exercise. I really don't know. There you go, but it is. So some of our products in here for sure. But if I click all modules, they all come up. Okay, so I can search that way, and I can go through here and try to find that one exercise I'm looking for, or I can be a little bit more specific and say Dorsey, flexion, and see what comes up. So a little bit more specific. Now I'm just down to 35 exercises, however it might be. Let's say I want to go with this one. So all I do is highlight this one, and then let's say I have that one highlighted, and let's say I want to do a plantar flexion 1, 2. I can search for that. I'll click this one also, and do that. And let's say I'll do this one too. Okay. So I have 3 exercises picked, and may not be the best ones, but we're gonna go with them right now. I can go now into edit, and I can edit the exercises, so you have the exercises there. If I wanted to instead put them in color, I could click it that way and do it that way. This is over here you'll see the default text. So this is what comes up in everyone's exercises. Okay, so if for my patient I wanted them to do it 10 times, to do that. If I wanted to put user text in here, so this is specific to the user. Okay, let's go back to default. This is, you shouldn't really change that because it's the default, but if I go to user and you want to do a little bit more specific, something maybe this patient's not doing well, you want to be a key point, you can change it there and you can hit save user text, or if you don't want any text at all, you can do that. Okay, and again, we can do the same thing here or there as we see fit. The other option too, the nice thing about this is I just click this video button and now you see I have a video of the person doing the exercise, and that can actually be emailed to the person once we're okay with the exercise. So let's pretend I have everything set for this patient. I'm comfortable with this. I can then go to print preview. Okay, so now I have the exercises here. I would have put everything in, but you see it's provided by me. You have the contact information. I can do that. I can do a save as. Okay, do a save as client set. This can just be, ankle on March, and I can, name it based on the date or something like that, March 16th. Save it as a client set. Okay, allow sending to PT. We'll do that. And it's going to email me the program, which is the nice thing there. So it's saved for me, and I can do view and print if I want to. So what I would do is do that. I could take this down to the computer, to the check-in area. I could print this off for the patient, and then the patient has that information. So this shows you a real basic way to get a program together for the patient. When you do this, though, you do want to print off 2 copies. Give one to the patient and put one in the patient file folder so we have that. A couple other things I'll show you on here. You can see I can go in, I just clicked evidence-based protocols. And if you look up here, you see there's an E there. It actually sends you to a reference that you could see where this came from. You can hit an I right there, and that will then take you to ICD-10 codes, which we're not focusing too much on within our clinic, but you see that's also located there. Other little things I'll point out, let's say you have a bunch of exercises selected. So for some reason I ended up with 28 pictures, which is a lot. I can go into edit and I can say, wow, I really don't want all those pictures. And as they come up, I can come in here and I can remove them, from the program if I want to. Or the other thing I can do is if I just have way too many, hit clear, I can clear them all and they're all gone from the program. The other nice feature is if I go into here, I can click this and then I can see there's frequently chosen together. So it's like, that's a good exercise. What else can I choose? I can click this and it'll bring up some other ones that typically go together. And okay, I might pick this one now, and then I might go in here and say, wow, that was a good one. I'll pick this one. And forgive me, I'm just trying to generally clicking things, not that these are best exercises to use together. And now I can go into edit. All those exercises are right there. So it's a way to kind of see some patterns forming as you go. Last thing I'll show you is how to find maybe a patient that's already in the database. So we go in here, find client. Let's put Mike in and see what comes up. Actually, that didn't work, so let's use the word Andy, because I know we have a couple patients named Andy. So there's an Andy Putoff and an Andy Smith, and you can see those are archived and active. If I want to see active, I can do that and do it that way. It doesn't change. Or I can come into here and X this all out. If I want to see patients in the last 7 days or the last 14 days, I can do that, or even the last 21 days, I can do that. Or all your clients, you could do this and go through. And these are just, my clients, it looks like. So people I've set up in the past, I can do that. One little trick with this, if you want to see all the patients that have been through the clinic and maybe you just can't find it, you can do a star, an asterisk and search. And I'm not going to do that because it's going to bring up patients who's actually been seen in the clinic, and I don't want to put that in this recording. But understand that's another way to do it, to try to find patients. Or if you just want to find your clients, you see find my clients, this is where you can go in and click all. And these are all 3 of these are fake patients, so you can see these fake patients and bring up Susie Q's, and then we can go in and actually look at her exercise program from here. I think we should be able to do this. So I had this highlighted. I can hit edit draft, and it brings up her program from before. And if I want to do a save as, I can do another save as and name it number 2. And do it that way. So it's a new exercise, and we could do save for the current client that way. And then when I bring her up again, that should hopefully, actually it resaved it, look like it's a different title, is a different name. So you can play around with that a little bit and see how you could do different exercises for different people. But just like the EMR, there's a lot of little things to this, but hopefully this video shows you the beginning of how to find information and create the exercise program.